On the couch with Koel. Blue-blooded, belonging to the first family of Bollywood, Kareena Kapoor is on top of her game. She's working with all the Khans and has her own Khan devoted to her. But have these 10 years in the industry been an easy ride? Kareena Kapoor, Bebo, thank you very much for being on the couch with me today.
Pleasure.
Good, I'm glad to hear that. Now, you've just completed 10 years in this industry. Is this where you want to be? Is this the life that you had imagined for yourself now?
Well, actually, yes, because ever since, I've been in my mother's womb, I've always wanted to act. There's nothing really else that I've ever dreamt of or wanted to do. It's always been acting, and I think it's in the blood. It's a passion for films. Yeah, and I'm just so happy that I've chosen to do what I wanted to do in life.
Now, you're coming out with Goldman right now, which is very different from your more sort of performance-oriented films. Would you agree with that? That this is a little bit sort of mindless and...
Oh, yes, of course. It's... the whole idea is that Goldman is more like fun, unlimited kind of vibe. It's always been... But, actually comedy is very tough to do because this time round I have like a really tough role and it's more like she's like a tomboy. She's like a hero in the film, not like the typical heroine kind of thing.
And you're called Dabbu, after your father.
After my father. And it's very tough doing comedy.
And is there enough for you to do in this film?
Of course, that was my criteria when I signed the film, that this time round it has to be...
It has to be me.
Yeah, otherwise I'm not doing the movie. I had told Rohit that.
So there's this favorite line of mine from one of your films, which is "Main apni favorite hu."
Oh God, I wore that T-shirt this morning.
Oh, you were wearing that. Are you in real life? Is Bebo her favorite?
No, I don't know why everyone associates, of course, that line from Jab We Met with me, but I'm not really. I don't think of it like that.
It seems that your career can be divided into sort of like two chapters. One, when you were starting out, when you were super uber confident, very bratty, you were getting sometimes into catfights with people. And then this sort of new reinvented yogi, very calm, in love. What is it that led to this transformation?
Actually, I've always been this girl that I am. I've never transformed. I've not changed. Of course, time changes you in some ways or the other in terms of strength. I don't allow people to get to know me too well. Everyone's free to judge. But basically,
today you've become friends with everyone. Like there's no one that you're not friends with.
But there's never been an issue ever. So
but you used to have issues with like Bipasha. There was a fight, and then
not at all.
Amisha.
There's never been, in fact, any issue. It's always been media created.
And this little phase that happened after Omkara, where you've said yourself that I was getting nothing worthy of getting out of my house and actually putting in the effort. What was that phase like?
It's just that I've been one actress who's had the choice to choose right from refugee. Because I've had directors offering me films and different kind of roles. Whichever films were made were being offered to me. Until today, that's always been the case. So I'm free to choose as to what I want to do. So after a point, I'm an actor, and especially me who's very interested in acting, more than just being a star, has to, put a full stop at some point and say that, I want to wait for something great. Otherwise, I want to kind of put my feet up. And that's exactly what I did, is just kind of say no to people. And until that word doesn't get out that, that I'm saying no to such kind of films and leaving my space open for the greater role.